Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the J22 Report. I'm your host, Johnny Market. You all know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and just remember the disclaimers below. Nothing should be construed as financial investment advice. This is just my opinions, thoughts on the market, and let's get into today's stuff. A couple of news stories. The big one I'm going to talk about last. It's Jerome Powell crying uncle. But this is what I said. The gap between retail and professional investors have never been greater. And so basically, the retail investors are buying up the stock market. Hedge funds are looking to short. I told you times are changing. They used to say retail euphoria, but it's actually the hedge funds that are really the dumb money nowadays. So I look at I think the stock market top will be when the hedge funds start buying left and right and start really uh, doing leverage and go call options and leverage calls and everything else. That's when I think. So you look at that. So excuse me, long day. So that's the market thing I was looking at, and I'm actually going to look at the CNN. I want to look at the CNN fear and greed index. And so we're going to go. I just want to see. There's no way this could be. Let's see. All right. So you can tell the market has room to run. I'll share my screen again. Look at the greed right here. It's not really at extreme greed, so I don't think. Now, I think the market was about to crash, and I think that's why Powell did what he did. Is because yeah, he thinks the market. It looked like it was going to crash. It was not having good days. Selling off was coming. He had to give a dovish speech. So anyway, you look at what's going on in the economy. This is probably the worst economy since '08. But it says wage growth is doing something odd in 2025. Last time this happened was around the Great Recession. And so basically what it says is that job jumpers are now losing, are now, they're not gaining the income that job jumpers are gaining less income than people who stay put at the job. And that's been since the past 6 months. And they say this rarely occurs outside periods of weakness in the labor market. So wages grow faster for workers who switch jobs, but 2005 rules have reversed. So as you can see, and the reason why is there are no jobs to switch to. So if you switched your job, it's probably because you got fired, and then your new job, if you got a new one quickly, you have to take a lower paying one. Now, technically, the job I had to take this year, where I lost my job and got a new one, it's technically higher paying, but in reality, I have to pay for my own benefits, so it's really lower paying. So, yeah, the economy looking bad. And how's the economy going to look? Oh, we're seeing it here. Paramount job cuts coming in November. $2 billion. I love how they say it. Savings to exceed 2 billion. So, $2 billion worth of job cuts coming in November. So more layoffs on the way. That's 2 billion in Paramount alone. And to show how worthless this AI technology is, well, it's not worthless, but it's worth a lot less than what it is. Meta is now freezing. Now, Mark Zuckerman, he's no idiot. He's freezing AI hiring as fear spreads. He probably, you know what it is he listened to this channel. He saw the data centers from nowhere. He came in, he's like, should have listened to Johnny Market the whole time. This AI. Yeah, it's gonna bust and it's gonna bust hard. So, Analysts, however, balked CEO's costly attempts to poach workers. Yeah, it was AI is worthless. So anyway, it's a glorified search engine. I mean, it's going to be around, but is it transformational to help the economy? No. So if you want to know more what's going on in the economy, Apple TV now hikes its monthly premium by 30%. So no ad supported option. Yeah. Well, I mean, companies are losing money, so why do they have ads? It's not going to have ads because companies, and they need to spend money on advertising. They need to start cutting back. And yeah. So meanwhile, oh, look at this. Speaking of more layoffs, International Paper closed two Georgia mills, cut 1,100 jobs. So more layoffs. This is looking worse and worse. And as I said, I think the jobs numbers, they're being overstated. They're not being understated. I think the revisions were too low. The revisions should have at least tripled and gotten the job creations deep into the negative. So I want to talk about Walmart's earnings. And uh, this is a really good report. Now, the stock fell because, they lowered their margins, lowered their profits, and whatnot. But the thing is, it's why Walmart's been around for a while. They know they have to lower their margins. They can't raise prices anymore. This is no longer can businesses pass the cost on the consumer. For the next 10 to 20 years, they're going to have to lower their margins. That's just life. Go cry about it. Go cry to someone who cares. Sorry. Those days of the last 30 years, just passing it on to consumers, it's not happening anymore. And the other thing is they talked about this is the high-end customers coming to Walmart. Let me see. I just want to. So that's the other thing. So you can see Walmart. They look at this, keeping our prices as low as we can for as long as we can. So I just want to see. I've read numerous things, but gains across income brackets led by upper income households. Yep, the rich and affluent are now shopping at Walmart because they can't afford anyone else. And the Fed, they saw all these layoffs, they saw everything. Powell fuels bets on a September rate hike. This is what I said. They're going to have a big stimulus. And yeah, they're going to have a big stimulus. They're priming for the pumps, big rate cuts. They have the big, beautiful bill, which is basically a disguised asset price inflation. And this will be short lived because you are going to see inflation. You think prices are high now and the economy is just going to crash. That's why I say one more upswing, then it's going to come down crashing hard. Prices are going to get so high, they're going to have no choice. So anyway, just remember, in terms of, my price target right now is, gold went up today, 33. Silver was up big, and what I'm watching right now, silver at 50. That's what I'm trying to watch. I'm trying to get there right now. You look at this. Silver is at 38.95. We're looking at silver to 50. I think it will break it, but I don't know. But so I don't see a top yet. So anyway, hit that like button, subscribe. Remember not to be construed as financial investment advice. These are just my opinions. Investing involves risk. I guarantee performance. Do your own research. Consult a financial advisors. Read disclaimers below. I'll see you next video.